Start, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I, Mr. Abid Sinha, STNC of Holy Cross School, Chandankiyari, is very privileged to welcome Mr. A.S. Gangwar, President Dr. Radhakrishnan Savadaya Complex, Bokaro, Reverend Father Reggie C. Varghese, DTC Bokaro, Sister Kamala Paul, Deputy DTC Bokaro, for this 1-hour session on POCSO Act 2012. I also welcome Mr. Amit Kumar Singh, STNC, MGM Higher Secondary School, Bokaro, Mr. Sanjay Kumar Senapati, STNC, Holy Cross School, Balidi, and Technical Head, Mr. Binay Sital, and all the participants who have joined in this session. A hearty welcome to all of you. Now I welcome Mrs. Minty Keshri, the resource person, to take over today's session.
Thank you, Abhi sir. Good afternoon to everyone. So today's session is POCSO Act. We'll start our session with the prayer. So let's start with the prayer.
Stop sharing कीजिए. Start करते हैं. कैमरा माइक ऑफ कर दिए.
Dear God, thank you for the opportunity to meet together. Please help us to come together to make this institution reflect your kingdom. Breathe life into our ideas and decisions. Help us build a team that has love and respect at its heart. Give us the strength to continue working for your kingdom in this time of pandemic. Lord, come give us the inspiration to be the best we can be. May we be a shining example of your goodness and truth within, wherever we are. Inspire our thoughts, discussions, and ideas, and continue to remind us that all that we do here today, all that we accomplish, is for the pursuit of truth for the greater glory of you. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
So our session is POCSO Act 2012, including with the Juvenile Justice Act, which is coming under the POCSO Act only. So the first thing is, what is POCSO? This is a very important question, that what is POCSO? The POCSO means protection of children from sexual offenses act, which has been coming under in the year 2012. This act is especially made for the children below the age of 18 years who are being inflicted from the sexual assault, sexual harassment, and pornography, and provide for establishment of a special court for trial of such offenses and for matters. Now, who are the children who comes under this POCSO Act? The children below the age of 18 years, and the most important thing is that this act is gender neutral act. It doesn't belong for any male or female. The child means male as well as the female both. Now, there are so many offenses which is aggravated. Now, when the offense is aggravated, as this is a very important topic for all the schools nowadays, so many guidelines has also been come to the CBSE schools, whether it is CBSE or ICSE, any state board. This POCSO Act is being has been implemented to every schools, and we, the authority of the schools, the teachers, the members, is being fully responsible for taking the care of the child below the age of the 18 years. So first of all, what is the offense that is aggravated when the committed by a person in position of trust or authority such as police, armed or security, personnel, public servants or family members. That is, when this crime is being committed, to whom the children believe the most, then the person committed in management of a staff or a staff of educational, medical or religious institution, observation home or any other places of care and protection. We are having the observation home also, where the people who are doing the offenses, we cannot say the crime for the child who is doing the offenses. We will say the child who is doing, who is committing any wrong things, wrong illegal work, they are being kept in the observation home. So in the observation home also, if some wrong things happen with them, any wrong wrong procedure is being done by the people, by the small child, then gang assault is there. Offense causes grievous hurt, physical or mental disability. Offense is committed taking advantage of child's mental or physical disability, or offense is committed more than once. This is very important thing. Then, then who is the child below the age of 12 years of age? That is, now it is below 18 years. Earlier it was below 12 years. Now, offender is a relative of a child. Attempt is also made to murder the child. Offense is committed and child is made to strip and or parade naked in. Committed by a person who has been previously convicted or having An offense either under this law or any other law. Offense is committed in course of communal or sectarian violence. Now here, just now I told you that who is the child? The child who has committed the child is below the age of 18 years, and the child who is being conflicted by the law, who is being very being sufferer, and who has made them suffer. We people are only responsible for all these things. We are using the abuse languages. We are abusing. We are sexually abusing him. We are just assaulting him or her. So that child, what happened that sometimes these childs are not very familiar to us. We being as a teacher, first of all, I will go after that. First, we should know about this POCSO Act, that what are the important offenses, under which section these offenses are coming. This is related to little bit laws. Complete law is there, but we should know the sections, the punishments, what are the punishments under this law, and how we have to come out with not to face the problems from the children. We have to come out from these problems, including with the children. Now there are the offenses which covered under this act is penetrative sexual assault, which comes under section 3 of POCSO Act 2012. Aggravated penetrative sexual assault. This is a very important thing, that penetrative sexual assault, that very forcefully the child is being forced to do the sex and all that thing, and they were then later on they were having problems, and all the management, school authorities, police, everything is responsible to take care of the child. Aggravated penetrative sexual assault is also there, which comes under section 5. Sexual assault section, which comes under section 7. Aggravated sexual assault, this which comes using a child for pornographic purposes. And other than the components mentioned above, the Act also recognizes that an abetment, an attempt to commit an offense, even when unsuccessful, will be penalized. That comes under the section 16. Many of you, because this is related, I just now I told you this is related to the law according to the POCSO Act 2012. So this all offenses come under different sections of the POCSO Act. Total 46 Act sections are there in POCSO Act. So these are the important sections which come under the different offenses under different sections. Now here are the features of the salient features of the POCSO. The first thing is that what are the different kinds of sexual offenses are there. We have to define the sexual offenses, whether it is a pornography is there, or sexual harassment is there, or rape is there, or gang rape is there. Different types of sexual offenses of different kinds are there. And each one, all the offenses, when it comes into the issue or when it comes into the knowledge, then it is very mandatory to record that all the offenses under the authorized person, authentic person should be authorized over there, and that reporting should be there. And in case if it is false reporting is there, then it is very much, then definitely false reporting will so false reporting will also be charged to the person who has been wrongly implicated to the person who is innocent. And then next is the support persons, organizations are there. Just like you have heard about the CWC, also their children welfare committee is there. Then a special code for the POCSO Act. There is also there very within a 1 year the court has to sum up, means they have to just come finish the trial for this POCSO Act. Then care and protection, which comes just now I have taken the example of observation home. In observation home, there is a care and protection which comes under the Juvenile Justice Act also. And then child-friendly procedure. This is very important for all of us. Being as a teacher, we have to be very friendly to the students. That the students can, whatever the problems they will face, they'll come to the teacher. It doesn't matter whether it is a male or a female teacher. but we have to make that relationship with the students so that they can come with their problems. In case if they are not very much friendly, or in case they're having hesitation that they cannot able to expose how they will share their problems, if they will share, then what problems, what the teacher will think, or they cannot share with family, with the parents. In that case, we have to make the committee in the school. There are three kinds of committees are also there. That is, first is the POCSO Act committee, in which the head of the management will be there, where the principal, vice principal, then one male or female teachers will be there, one male or female student will be there. Then sexual harassment committee will also be there. Then in that committee, again, the principal or the authority management of the school, then the same male or female teacher will be there, and one student who will be either male or female. And they will be, next is the grievances redressal committee. These three committees should be there. In that committee, the child will come with their problems, and with that problems, they can, if they are not able to say, then we have to put the complaint box. This will all be given by the CBSE also, that there should be complaint box over there in the school, that if the students are having the hesitation, how I will share these problems, what the teacher will think, they are not very close to the parents, in that condition, how they will tell the problems to whom they will share. In that condition, they will write their problems, they will put their problems complaint in that complaint box, and the committee of that three committees were there. That committee will take out the problems in once in a week, within the 15 days, within a means according to the suitability, and then they will read with the names and everything. And the most important thing is there, that we have to not make that child to be very popular, that this type of thing has been happened with that particular child. The most important thing is there, we will never call the child to the staff room or in front of the students. Will not we will not scold them badly that this thing has happened with you only, why not to other students only. Tell you this thing is happening in the schools also, in the classes also, in the staff rooms also. At that time, what happened, the children will feel very guilty, and sometimes they may take the wrong steps also. So we have to not make it publicly that this particular incident had happened with that particular child. So we have to hide that one. Sometimes it will call that child and they will think that yes, teacher is thinking about me very deeply. At that time, what they will say, please don't tell to my parents, because my parents will scold me, or because that is not so serious, then we can tackle in the school campus only. If it is not so serious, if it is very serious, then at that time we have to think about, we have to talk in the managing committee, we have to talk in the management of the school, and later we have to take the steps. If they don't want to go to the police officers, then there is also one of the possibilities are there, that is the children welfare committee. And in that children welfare committee, there are having the members where we can put the matters, and with that matters, the problems will be definitely sought out. So this is very much important, that we have to be very friendly with the child, so that the child will come out with their problems. Next, just now I told you that this POCSO Act is completely gender neutral act. It doesn't define any girl, it doesn't define any boy. This is very important thing. And that is why this POCSO Act is a gender neutral act. Then this is the presumption of guilt. That means that whether it has been done or not done, there is a guilt over there. If I had done, presumption is there. And special court, this trial, if POCSO Act is being put to any particular person, then there is a special court over there. And if this POCSO Act is being passed, has been done by with any particular child, if this POCSO has been done with offenses has been done with particular child, we have to keep it in mind that we have to, if the cases will go to, if FIR will be there, and if the police authority is there, we should keep it in mind. This is a very important thing, that if for the society also, that if the police authority is coming for taking the statement or for making any type of statements or investigation, we have to see that that child is, when we are putting the child in front of the officers, officers should not be in the uniform. If the officers will be in the uniform, then what happened at that time, the child will be fear of, the child will not able to express the problems what he or she is facing. So we have to keep it in mind that they should not be in the uniform. In the civil dress, they should be in a normal uniform will be there. Means no, their uniform should be there. The police uniform should not, they should not wear the police uniform. In a very casual way, they will come in a very friendly way, without torturing them, without forcing them. They will ask the questions, whatever queries they are having. And in this POCSO, there is a compensation with to whom the victim is. Victim, that means the offenses has been done with whom, either a child or a boy. Who is the victim over there? After the considering the fact, coming the fact, then after the final judgment, there will be the compensation also there. And the all this POCSO features of this POCSO Act, from the beginning onwards, I'm telling, this POCSO Act will be applied only to the child below the age of the 18 years. Now, now everyone is responsible for reporting that the offenses has been done with any particular child. Then who is the responsible person who will report to these offenses? The first one is the parents, then the public servant, then child line, then doctor or hospitals, competent authority in the schools, hostels, CCS teachers, social workers, counselors, concerned adult, any child or general public. And these all are the responsible person who can report for the offenses if it is being done in the anywhere and the people are in knowledge of these offenses. Now, punishment for this non-reporting. If suppose if I'm knowing these problems, I'm knowing the offenses is being done by any particular child, and after knowing also I'm not reporting to any concerned authority, then at that time the punishment is also for non-reporting. And that punishment is persons in the position of responsibility, such as the principal, hospital administrator, child care institution in charge, etc., could be charged for abatement. Then this is very seriously the step has been taken by the law also. Now there are some CBSE issues, new POCSO Act guidelines. Now, a school affiliated to the Central Board of Secondary Education will now have to take conscious efforts towards creating awareness. Now, it has been strictly said to each and every individual had to take the awareness program for the children, for the parents also, for the teachers also, so that they can be aware about this act. And they should be very strict. They should be very attentive that nothing that type of mishappening can be happen in between the campus, or in their knowledge that if something happened, then fully responsibility will go to not only to the management, to the teachers also. So we have to be very alert for this one, and that's why there is a program awareness is there. And for that awareness also, that we have to take, later on I have made one video also. In that video, the good touch and bad touch, because our children are there is a crowd of this children in every schools, and the children are what happened. There's a, just now I told you that there is a girl children also, boys children also, the male teachers are also there, female teachers also there. And we have to keep it in mind that what is our intention of touching the children. This is very important thing. So if we are touching the children, in what manner, whether we are touching as a teacher, whether we are touching as a parent, because we are the second parents. So whether we are touching as a parents or with which intention we are touching, we have to keep it in mind, and the students can identify immediately, and they can come with the complaint that this teacher is touching me in that way. I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling good. So they definitely come to the office. They will come to the principal and they will complain related to that particular teacher, that he or she is doing this type of activities to me. So we have to make the aware. First of all, we will start from the school teachers, whether it is a teaching staff, whether it is a non-teaching staff. We have to make aware to all the teachers. Later on, we have to give the awareness to the students as well as the parents. And after that, we have to think about that whether this we have to try to stop all this type of things, and we have to become the friendly after thinking all these things. So the circular states that all children have an equal right to access education in the environment that is safe, protective, and conducive to overall development. Challenges like gender inequality, verbal assaults, and sexual abuse in schools calls for increased awareness and creating synergy among parents, teachers, and schools. To ensure strict compliance with the POCSO Act, CBSE has taken several initiatives and action to create awareness about sexual exploitation among school children. Reinforcing its commitment, CBSE has developed an educator's manual and cards on gender sensitive teaching in class 1 to 12. There's so many explanation over there, including guidance and counseling facilities, ensuring awareness. Just now I told you that there should be 3 committees. It is very, very, very important for every school that there should be committee should be formed in every schools. And committee, if not 3 committees is possible, at least we can make 2 committees. If not 2 committees is possible, we can make 1 committee. And in that committee, there should be male or female teachers with the school authority, with the management, as well as the students should also be involved in that one. And one complaint box should be there. If they are not directly reached to the committee members, then they can drop that problems. They can drop their complaint in that complaint box, and later on we can go through it. We can find out the problems. We can sort out the problems, which is very, very important. We have to time communicate with the children that what are the problems. Then there is a toll-free number. Now I think that maximum teachers know also that children welfare committee, there's a helpline number also, 1098 is there, which we have to make the children to know about this one. That suppose if they are not in the school campus, if they are not in the house, if they're on the way, at that time god there's something happened with them, to whom they will call. Definitely, if they're not able to call their parents, they're not able to inform to anyone who is very concerned to them. At that time, immediately they should know the toll-free number, and that toll-free number is 1098, which we have to make the students to be aware, make our child also to be aware, that you keep it in your mind this number, that whenever it requires to any of their friends, any of their near about areas, the child is facing the problems, they can take the help of that toll-free number. Then complaint box should be there in the school. Just now I told you about the complaint box. CCTV cameras, which nowadays it is very common in every schools. Vigilance and increased communication among the teachers and the students, among the management and the teachers and the students, which is very much important. This all are for the schools as well as the teachers and the students. Now, from here, the role of schools and teachers in prevention and response. Now, what happened that sometimes we are becoming very strict to the students because we are bounded to sometimes to maintain the discipline. Now, in this way, the best way to respond to the child who has been abused, we are some maximum teachers, what happens sometimes they are becoming very rigid because of the behavior of the students, and they use the abuse language, which is completely illegal according to the law. They are completely doing illegal work. They should not use the abuse languages, and always make our child to believe that yes, you are having the problem, we are only for you, We have to make them believe that you are a very good boy, or whatever the problem means. We have to make the friendly atmosphere in the society, in our environment, in the school, wherever we are, that the child will come to believe on us, and tell the child that you believe her or him. Then praise the child's courage, acknowledge the child's feeling. We always say you cannot do anything, you're good for nothing, you're not working hard. That means we have to not use the negative words for any particular child. We never try to use these negative words, because if you use the negative words, definitely one day this type of negativity will come into the mind of the child, and then we will get a very bad results later on, and we'll hurt the very bad result after that. Then tell the child it was not her or his fault. If something wrong will happen with the child, at that time what happened, the child feel very guilty, that what happened with me, what happened with him. And we, being as a member of the society, or being as a member of the school, we will just always tease him or her. What you are doing, you are good for nothing, you are not doing anything. Just see what happened with you. You don't talk to these boys, you don't talk to that boy, don't stand in the group, you are a very bad boy. Then at that time, definitely the negativity will increase in the mind of the child, and the child will not come into in that group, and they will just become they will go into the depression, and maybe they can take the wrong steps. So we have to not use all these words to the child. Tell the child that you would like to take the help of the other adults with the child's permission. So this is very much important. If you want the help of the anyone, then how we can motivate the child? We can motivate the child only that we will sometimes will make the importance of the child also, that better you are very good. So shall we take the help of this particular child? Is it good for in this studies? Is it good for discipline? So we can ask different type of questions to the child, and then the child will also think that teacher is thinking about the good about me. So he is asking or she is asking all these things to me, and then slowly they will also respond to us. Do not make false promises that tomorrow I'll go do this thing for you, or I will make you class monitor, or you will just become the head boy of the school. And later on, what happened? Later on, what promises we will make to the students? We will not complete the promises, and then the child will have the negativity for us also. Do not question or blame the child, and do not ask the child to forgive, forget, or adjust. That I'm forgiving you, or you just adjust it for a time. Then later on we'll see what to do. We will not use all this thing, all these words to the child to do all these things. Now, role of schools and teachers in prevention and response. Now, there's a role of school as well as teachers. Everything is for the teachers, everything is for the schools, and we are talking about the child. So the first one is the prevention is child protection policy is a must, including safe recruitment policy. We have to think about the child protection. We have to think about the child protection policy, that what we have to do for him or her, how we can make it protected from the bad atmosphere. Doing regular safety audits of a school, including of staffs, infrastructure, time to time awareness is required. Time to time workshop is required for the students also, for the teachers also, for the teaching staff also, for the non-teaching staffs also. Then providing awareness of teaching and non-teaching staff and parents. Providing awareness to children on online safety, online grooming safe and unsafe touch, which we are going to we are going to see also related to this unsafe touch also. Just I told you that unsafe touch, the most important thing is that, again I'm repeating, the most important thing is that touch is a very big important thing for the child, for the teachers, that how way we are touching to the children, and creating safe spaces for disclosures. Now there is a child protection policy also, that is school commitment to safeguard children from abuse and specify the roles and responsibilities in child protection. This policy must be applicable to all the personnel who come in direct and indirect contact with the children, whether it is a school parents, whether it is the teachers, whether it is the relatives, whether it is a friends, anyone who is coming in the contact with the child, then taking proactive measures to prevent child sexual abuse. And whole from the beginning till now we are seeing abuse words. We will forget the word, means we have to forget what vulgar words we have to not use in front of the students. We never use vulgar, especially we have to prevent the child from the sexual abuse. We will never use the sexual abuse words in front of the children, and the school has to take some proactive measures to promote safety and prevent child sexual abuse. This is very much important. Now, with this video, I want to show what I have told you, that how the child is facing the problems, how the child is facing the problems, how the child are going with the unknown person by the consent of the teacher, by the parents, how they are going with that, with the parents are thinking that yes, I am very much aware of the student, means that my friends, so I'm sending my child with the that particular person or with my friends. Now what problems they will face, the child will face, you will just see with this video, then we'll talk, we will discuss later on by after this video.
कोमल, बस अभी आती होगी, चलो जाओ जल्दी। ये मैं हूँ कोमल, मैं 9 साल की हूँ। मुझे मेरा स्कूल बहुत अच्छा लगता है। मेरे कुछ दोस्त शरारती हैं, पर शरारत तो मैं भी करती हूँ ना।
कोमल कुमार,
मम्मा स्ट्रिक्ट है, पापा कहते हैं तो क्या हुआ, तुम्हारा ध्यान भी तो रखती है ना। फिर भी मुझे तो पापा ज्यादा पसंद है।
अरे बख्शी, क्या बात है। कुमार,
पापा के पुराने दोस्त बख्शी अंकल और आंटी हमारे नए पड़ोसी हैं।
हेलो, कौन है ये स्वीट छोटी सी लड़की?
कितना अच्छा होता अगर उनके पास बच्चे होते जो मेरे साथ खेल सकते। थैंक यू। आज बख्शी अंकल मुझे स्कूल ड्रॉप कर रहे हैं। पापा ऑफिस के लिए लेट हो गए थे ना, इसलिए। अंकल बहुत ही स्वीट हैं। आंटी तो बिजी रहती है और अंकल तो घर से ही काम करते हैं। उनका घर भी कितना अच्छा है। वाओ, यूनिकॉर्न।
इट्स ओके, तुम अपनी मम्मा को बता सकती हो कि मैंने दिया है, या फिर बताना ही नहीं।
पापा भी इतना नहीं खेलते मेरे साथ। बख्शी अंकल कितनी ज्यादा मस्ती करते हैं।
कहाँ है मेरी प्यारी सी गुड़िया? कहाँ गायब हो गई? यहाँ है, पकड़ लिया।
एक बार हमने गोला भी खाया चुपके से। प्लीज मम्मा से ना कहना, वो गुस्सा हो जाएंगी, थोड़ी स्ट्रिक्ट है ना। मैं मम्मा को बताना चाहती थी पर डरती थी। तो क्या हुआ, गोला ही तो है, मेरे सारे दोस्त खाते हैं।
चलो आज एक नया गेम खेले, सीक्रेट गेम।
हाँ, बड़ा मजा आएगा।
आओ मेरे साथ।
ये क्या कर रहे हो अंकल? ये कैसा गेम है? मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा। मुझे बहुत गंदा लगा। क्यों किया बख्शी अंकल ने ऐसा? कितना गंदा लग रहा है।
कोमल, कोमल, सब ठीक तो है ना बेटा? हेलो मिसेस कुमार, आपसे कोमल के बारे में बात करनी थी। बेटा, तुम इतनी उदास क्यों हो? किसी ने तुमसे स्कूल में कुछ कहा क्या? क्या हुआ? किसी ने तुम्हें मारा क्या? अगर तुम मुझे बताओगी नहीं तो मैं तुम्हारी मदद कैसे करूंगी बेटा?
मेरे पास एक सीक्रेट है। मैंने गोला खाया और झूठ बोला, और ये मुझे बहुत गंदा लग रहा है। आप मेरे से बहुत गुस्सा होंगे जब आपको पता चलेगा कि मैंने क्या किया है।
प्रॉमिस करती हूँ मैं तुम पर गुस्सा नहीं करूंगी। मैं तुमसे प्यार करती हूँ ना बेटा, तो फिर मुझ पर विश्वास करो।
वो अच्छे अंकल नहीं है।
कौन से अंकल? रुक जाइए, सबको पता चल जाएगा।
तो हम कर भी क्या सकते हैं? कौन मदद करेगा हमारी? उस पक्षी को हम ऐसे नहीं जाने दे सकते।
चाइल्ड लाइन, मेरी दोस्त प्रिया वहाँ काम करती है। वो बच्चों की मदद करते हैं।
10, 9, 8।
हेलो कोमल, जो तुम्हारे साथ हुआ उसमें तुम्हारा कोई दोष नहीं है। मैं वादा करती हूँ कि बख्शी अंकल तुमसे कभी भी मिल नहीं पाएंगे। चलो देखें कि अपने आप को सुरक्षित कैसे रखा जाता है। नमस्ते बच्चों, कैसे हो आप सब? तो आपको कभी ऐसा महसूस हुआ है कि आपको किसी के साथ अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है?
हाँ दीदी, जब मेरा छोटा डॉगी मेरे जूते उतर जाता है तो मुझे बहुत गुस्सा आता है।
हाँ सही, पर मेरा मतलब था कि क्या आपको किसी ने इस तरह से छुआ है कि आपको अच्छा नहीं लगा? तुम में से किस किस को ऐसा लगा? तो फिर हम कैसे जाने कि कोई हमें गलत तरह से छू रहा है या कुछ गलत कर रहा है? मैं समझाती हूँ। हमारे शरीर में 4 जगहें हैं जहाँ किसी को छूना नहीं चाहिए, और हमें भी किसी और को वहाँ छूना नहीं चाहिए। मुंह, छाती, टांगों के बीच में और पीछे, यहाँ कमर के नीचे। ये आपकी निजी जगहें हैं। वही लोग जिनके ऊपर आपको सबसे ज्यादा विश्वास है, जैसे कि आपकी माँ, केवल वही आपको यहाँ हाथ लगा सकते हैं। तो बताओ, जब आप स्कूल से आते हो और मम्मी आपको गले लगाती है तो आपको कैसा लगता है?
छी, कभी कभी मम्मी से भाजी की बू आती है।
पर हमें अच्छा तो लगता है ना? हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल। तुम्हारी मम्मी तुम्हें उन 4 जगहों पर छू सकती हैं जब वो तुम्हें नहला रही हो, या फिर डॉक्टर अंकल तुम्हारी जांच कर रहे हो तुम्हारे मम्मी या पापा के सामने। इस तरह का छूना तुम्हें साफ और सुरक्षित रखता है। जब कोई प्यार और देखभाल करने वाला हमें छूता है तो हम उसे सुरक्षित स्पर्श कहते हैं। अगर आपको इन 4 जगहों में कोई भी और छूता है तो वो गलत है। आपको शर्म आ सकती है, डर, गंदगी या उदासी महसूस हो सकती है। कोई तुम्हें गंदी तस्वीरें या फिल्म दिखाए, या फिर तुम्हारे कपड़े उतारे, या तुम्हारे सामने अपनी निजी जगहों को हाथ लगाए, ये सब तुम्हारे लिए ठीक नहीं है और इसे हम कहते हैं असुरक्षित स्पर्श। कुछ लोग ऐसा करते हैं ये जानकर भी कि ये तुम्हारे लिए ठीक नहीं है और तुम्हें अच्छा नहीं लगता।
तो आप क्या करोगे जब आपको कोई इन 4 जगहों पर छुएगा?
आपको चिल्लाना है, नहीं नहीं, और फिर भागकर उसे बताना है जिस पे आपको भरोसा है।
वो कौन है?
तुम मुझे बताओ, किस पर भरोसा है तुम्हें?
मेरे डॉगी पर।
हाँ हाँ, तुम अपने डॉगी को बता तो दोगी, पर क्या वो तुम्हें समझ पाएगा? क्या वो तुम्हारी मदद कर पाएगा?
मुझे मम्मा और टीचर पर भरोसा है।
तो फिर अगर तुम्हें कोई गलत तरह से छुए या फिर इस तरह से बर्ताव करे जिससे तुम्हें अच्छा नहीं लगे, तो जिस पर तुम्हें भरोसा है उसे जाकर तब तक बताते रहना है जब तक वो तुम्हारी बात समझ नहीं जाते। जिस पर तुम्हें भरोसा है उनसे बात करके, चाहे वो मम्मी हो या पापा,
तुम अपनी और दूसरों की भी मदद कर रहे हो। तुम्हें चाइल्ड लाइन के बारे में भी पता होना चाहिए। अगर तुम 1098 डायल करके मदद मांगते हो तो एक भरोसे वाला व्यक्ति तुम्हारी मदद के लिए आएगा। हमेशा याद रखना, ये तुम्हारी गलती नहीं है कि किसी ने तुम्हें गलत तरह से छुआ है। ये उसकी गलती है जिसने किया है। कभी नहीं डरना या पीछे भी नहीं हटना। अगर कोई कुछ गलत कर रहा है तो बोलो। चिंता मत करो, तुम सुरक्षित हो। सिर्फ मुझे बताओ क्या हुआ। याद रहे, अगर तुम या तुम्हारा कोई भी दोस्त इस तरह की स्थिति में फंसा हुआ है तो मदद मांगे। मुझे फोन करें 1098 पर और चाइल्ड लाइन तुम्हारी मदद करेगा।
So you have seen this video. I think with this video only you have understood that what actually I want to tell. Last Saturday only, that day before yesterday only, I went to one of the program which was being held on the District Legal Service Authority at Charles Court only, that is Bokaro Court only. There, the same video I was there as a resource person representing Holy Cross School of my school only. There only I had just presented this video, and our district and session judge were there. Then our POCSO special judge, POCSO Act, Sir Rajiv Ranjan was there. They had appreciated this video because through this video only, we can just make the parents aware of that what the things are good touch, bad touch, because we are just having this type of problem. This is very common everywhere, and we have to make, because being as educators, we have to make our child, our parents to be aware about this type of things, that they should take they should think about this one. They should be very serious about their child. They should not leave their child to any unknown person, even to those who believe them the most. Just now you have seen in the video that her father was having a deep faith on his friend, and you have seen what was the condition and how that child, little girl, she was facing the problem, and finally there was the mother who had just, without scolding, how close she came to her child, and how properly she had made her child to be convinced and told her to just say the problems, what the problems are. And then in the school, the children welfare committee members, she had come, and she had just she had made the child aware about the problems, that what they are facing, and to whom they have to call, to whom they have to say, and to whom they are very having the deep faith, blind faith, they can say to that person, because definitely child is just like the small, they are not at all knowledgeable so much that they can take their own decision, and they are below the age of 18, so their decision is also not at all considerable. Now we have to very initiative, we have to very attentive, we have to very concerned towards our child, we have to be very serious about our child. In each and every moment we have to take care of that, how the child is coming to the school, how the child is going out from the school, who is dropping them, who is bringing to the school, how he or she has gone. If the parents, if the sometimes it happens that child is going to the school, even especially this happens with the small child also, like a playgroup child also, sometimes it happens with the 1 2 3 4, like 11 12 also. The parents immediately after the reaching to the house, when the time comes and the child is not reaching to the house, the parents are coming to the school, mera bachcha abhi tak pahuncha nahi hai. This type of problems we are facing. So we have to very attentive, we have to inform to each and every vehicle, bus drivers, whatever the facilities the students are coming to the schools, we have to be take the contact number of each and every bus drivers, the auto drivers, the mode of transportation, how the child is coming. Now, in the school campus, because from the beginning onwards till the end of the this POCSO Act, because we are talking about the school point of view only, we are thinking about. So we have to take steps from the playground, from the home till the ending of the school. That means from morning till the end of the schools, after dispersal of the till the dispersal, we have to take care of each and every moment of the child. So we have to appoint different type, different way, different areas, the different teachers in different form, so that they can be alert, they can take care of the child, and they can just notice what is going on in front, beside the child. Now there are some safety rules in the playground that we have to generally, the child is very much eager, we have to go for the games, we have to play in the ground, we have to, and this type of injuries generally it happens in the school playground. So most injuries it happens in the playground, and this type of result, the children either not following the safety rules or engaging in unsafe behavior, because they are so much hyper to play in the ground that they forget whether they will fell down, they will get injury, or they will hurt so much. So they will, due to some faulty equipment, uneven surfaces, they fell down, they get hurt, and sometimes tragedy also happen with them. So we have to take the safety rules in the playground also. While it is a duty of the school to ensure playground safety for kids, the parents, and can also teach their children to be safe and responsible while playing. So we have to, the sports teacher has to take care during the playground, when the child is going to the playground for the games, when even, not only if playground means not only the sports teacher, if the teacher is free, if the teachers are in the playground, then they have to take care of the child. If they're in the playground, or if the sports teacher is asking for the help that please come with the children, there are two sections are there, three sections are there, and only three for PTI is there, then we have to support to our sports teacher, so that the sports teacher get the more handful hands, so that they can cooperate and they can take care of the child very properly. Then the most important thing, maximum time they are spending in the classroom. So we have to take, classroom safety rules are there. We have to take care of the children in the classroom also. And teaching the child, our child, in a proper classroom etiquette will go a long way in ensuring his safety, as well as the safety of other students in the classroom. This includes adhering to class safety rules, practicing good manners, and being responsible about the classroom equipment and furniture. We are seeing sometimes the students become very panic, and sometimes the students become very hyper, and they are spoiling, destroying our some infrastructures also. Sometimes they are, because of some type of issues, they started fighting. But we have to be very alert. We cannot become strict, we cannot come with the stick that we'll start beating the students. Otherwise, if we'll take this type of steps, then what happened, we are going against the law. We have to think for, we have to think about the law also. We have to take care of the students also. We have to not spoil the infrastructures of the school also. So we are having very big responsibility being as the teacher. It is our responsibility to take care of each and a small spaces, each and a small moments of the school, of the child. Now this is the very important thing, that what are the safety rules in the bus. As there is no teachers are there, now it is fully responsible for the driver as well as the conductor. But just now I told you in the sometime before that, we have to take the contact number of each bus drivers, each conductors, whatever the mode of transportation they are going or coming to the school. We have to be in contact with them. If some mishappenings will happen, if some tragedy will happen, then where we'll get the information, or how the event, the bus driver and the conductor should also keep the school numbers, that they can inform not only the school numbers, they should inform to, they should take the numbers of the parents also, that they can inform to the parents also. So school bus safety is something which is taken very seriously by the authorities. However, you can yourself ensure whether The bus in which your child goes to the school is adhering to proper safety guidelines. You can also teach your child about the safety rules to follow while waiting for the bus or traveling in it, which from the basic onwards, from the small classes onwards, we are giving to our child. So this is also one of the important part for everyone. So this is the thing. So from the beginning onwards, I'm telling you that we are having full responsibility of the. So we have to think about, we have to see the. We have to see all, we have seen, gone through the several issues of the POCSO and the problems that is being faced by the people, that how the, that means outsiders, the societies, they are facing different problems, they are having the problems, they are there. But we, being as the teacher of the school, being as the management of the school, being as we all, including with the school of management, teachers, staffs, non-staff, teaching staff, all we are responsible fully to take care of our students. And we have to think about this one. Now, if you're having any type of doubts, then you can ask me when you're having 2-3 minutes. You can ask me your doubts or problems. What if you're having any type of queries over there, you can ask me, because somewhere this is related to the law, and some law I can also tell you, because I'm also a law graduate. So little bit I can explain you more. If you're having any queries, you can ask me. Once again, yes. Voice is not audible, please.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sanjay Sharma is speaking.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Okay, it's completed, ma'am?
Yes, sir, completed,
okay.
Sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. It's a good session for all the teachers. So, this after the 15th session, this is the last session. I think it was delayed due to some problem of yours, no?
Yes,
okay.
sir, I'm having the problem. Yes, sir.
After all, you shared all of your knowledge and experiences with us. And
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I hope that, hope that all the teachers might have got a lot of knowledge. So, as it is the last session, I would like to say something. Vote of thanks. It's a big vote of thanks for all. So it is said that saying thank you is more than good manners. It is good spirituality. Dear teachers, a very good afternoon to all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks at the end of the annual session of Central Board of Secondary Education through Sahodaya Bokaro. After the 15th session is completed, I would like to thank Mr. A.S. Gangwar, President Sahodaya, Principal DPS Bokaro, District Training Coordinator Principal MGM Father Regis Burgess, and Deputy District Training Coordinator Principal Holy Cross School Bokaro Sister Kamala Paul for their kind cooperation to conduct this training session. I'd like to thank all the STNC for their coordination with us to accomplish this big task. And I would like to thank all the resource persons who have shared their valuable knowledges and experiences with us. And I will never forget to thank our technical head, Mr. Binal Sitar, who has given his highest effort to solve all the technical issues and held in smooth running of this session. And also, I want to extend my thanks to all the teachers who patiently attended the training, completed successfully. Thank you to one and all who was involved directly or indirectly with these training sessions. Thanks a lot to all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Binyaji.
Hello. Am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a question. Many teachers have a habit of using slang such as dumbos, sack of
Yes.
rice. These types of things they just keep on telling to the children, isn't it?
Yes.
Foolish. Doesn't it come under POCSO?
Ma'am, just now I told you that abused language itself comes under the, we cannot say to any child, this type of slang languages we never use to the child. Because I told you that on Saturday, last Saturday only, I had attended the meeting where all the administrative executive power also were present. At that time, I also asked the same question to them. What you asked me just now, the same question I put over there, and they told me, ma'am, whatever the words, you can never say even you are illiterate child or you are full child like this. We can never use this type of words to the student, to our child. Because this all will include in the POCSO. Only sexual, not abused languages also we cannot use.
Yes, ma'am, because what I feel, some of the children, they share that these types of words, when the teacher uses, they actually feel low and they sometimes feel frustrated. That's why I asked you, ma'am. And by all means, I am also a law graduate and I also know some of the rules, ma'am. So thank you so much. It was a very knowledgeable thing that you shared. But you know, some of the teachers, they don't understand what word they are using to the children, and it really intensifies the inner emotions of the children and they feel low.
That is why, ma'am, we have to just make them aware. We have to see, you don't believe the video which I have shown to all of you. This video had been liked by our administrator over Bokaro, and it has spread so viral that it will be go to each and every, the district judge has told straightway that this video should be taken and should be spread to all the rural schools, even to the, if wherever they will give the PLVs and CWC where they will go for the program, they will show this video. By this video only, the teachers, the students will be aware, the parents will be aware that what they have to do. We never use slang languages, never use, because definitely they'll become depressed, ma'am. And they may take wrong steps. That is the most important thing. They may take wrong steps, ma'am.
Actually, sometimes I feel, ma'am, why can't a teacher say that you can do everything? You have to try.
Yeah.
This word, if they use, definitely the child will feel high that yes, I can do.
Yes, they will stop doing the wrong things, ma'am. They will stop doing the wrong things. They will try to do something good for their betterment.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. If anyone else is having any query, you can ask. Okay, thank you once again to all of you. Sir, Sanjay sir, now my session is over.
Ma'am, actually, Monica ma'am is raising hand. Yes, Monica ma'am, you want to ask any question?
Yeah, I already asked. I asked.
Okay.
I was only there. I was only there.
Okay. Thank you. Actually, hand is still looking. That's why I'm asking. Okay, thank you.
No. Thank you, sir.
Any teachers, anyone having any doubts, kindly forward your question. No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I don't think
Thank you
no
once
one
again to all of you.
having any doubts. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Binaji, we should complete the end of the session.